So this is from the CIA's web, from their, CIA.gov. And up there it says 1948, April 1948. And what it says here is it is reported that a meeting held in the house of Rashid Bey Hananda in Mount Lebanon on 8th of February was attended by 100 Druze. It's a certain religious sect that combines like Arab and Christianity, and very secretive. At this meeting, Allah Atrash, former Druze deputy in the Syrian Chamber of Deputies, read a letter which had been sent by Sultan Pashash Atrash. Can't say these names. Atrash advised the Druze not to interfere in the Palestinian fighting, and specifically not to fight the British forces there. The Druze should wait to see if the British troops actually do leave Palestine, and only after their withdrawal should the Druze help in driving the Jews out of Palestine. He did not approve of the actions of the Druze led by Shakib al-Wabab, who has already gone to Palestine, accusing them of being interested in looting. And it says the Druze have decided to follow the advice of the Sultan, this, head person, the head of Sultan, and wait for the Britain forces to leave, and then they will join the Arab forces to drive the Jews out. So 1948, and the CIA didn't really support the Jews either. They didn't. It changed, but again, after the war, we were letting more Nazis in here. And just so people realize, you think that AIPAC is a big deal. Okay, well, let me show you this. So I've mentioned in videos, because I'm more researched and older than Candace Owens, I know about Yasser Arafat and the PLO, okay? Again, after 9/11, I was looking into all this. This whole document, also from the CIA website, I'm not going to read all of it, goes into the PLO. That is a well-structured organization. Hamas is a part of it. They've always been terrorist organizations, all of them. And you can see there's so many. Arab Liberation Front, I'm not going to go through all of them. It's just list after list. So when everybody carries on about AIPAC, am I saying AIPAC's perfect? No, but look at this crap, okay? Like it's the hypocrisy that's annoying. And this PLO of Yasser, it was so well, look, this is representatives abroad. Europe funded this, and they used this, we even did. But you can see, Eastern Europe, Asia, Africa, so many organizations around the world. So when everybody tells you the Jews are controlling the world, do they have a lot of organizations? Yeah, they do, but these people literally want them dead. While they hide behind, it's about humanitarian and we protect the Palestinians. The PLO, nor does Hamas or any of the Arab world give a shit about the Palestinians, please. See, and it goes on. France, Italy, Netherlands, Switzerland, all of them have people that were supporting the driving the Jews out, even though effing Germany, before Hitler, was sending them to Palestine. Do you see how it's a very unfair thing that's gone on? Not just in the Holocaust. And these Nazi sympathizers, and it's like just an ugly spirit that comes over them. They don't tell the whole story. They don't. I couldn't fit. I'm going to zoom in a little bit to show you. But this is how well organized it is. This is the Liberation Organization. This was Yasser Arafat. But this was so well structured that, and Yasser Arafat came to the White House. There was the Oslo Accords at one time with Bill Clinton. Okay, that's how we ended up funding them. But all Yasser Arafat did with that money was to turn around and use it to radicalize more people in Palestine to hate the Jews, because things never got better. Here's the other side of that structure. I'll zoom in on it, but that's how well organized the terrorist organizations in the Middle East are. Okay, so when everybody says the Jews are in this and no, look at this crap, because a bunch of countries are involved, like every country. And this is all about driving the Jews out, annihilating the Jews, or annihilating Israel. Like, it's the same damn story. So here's where I zoomed in on it, okay? You see, Yasser Arafat, I brought him up, okay? I doubt Candace Owens even knows who that is, okay? Just saying. Okay, but see, General Command of the Palestine Revolution, that's what it's always been. Yasser Arafat goes, I don't know, what did he die in 2002? No, maybe 2008 or something like that. Maybe around the time Obama came in, he was getting older. But look, then there's somebody else. Hamas just takes their place. They're a terrorist organization. It's no different than the PLO. And yet the PLO is this well structured all throughout the world to support this terrorism. From Europe all the way to Africa. Am I saying all of Africa, all of Europe? No, of course not. But you have plenty of people, and really you see them. They're the ones that have all of these millions of followers that want to carry on that Israel is the bad guy here. This was when Yasser Arafat did come. I remember this. I was way young, but I mean, I was a young adult, but I remember this, watching this. So this was supposed to be a big historic moment. That's Yasser Arafat, obviously. Again, this is why when you see this, it comes from this terrorist when people are wearing that shit. But anyway, he was always just a menace. He was. As he got older, he settled down a little, but it was only because he got older. The revolution was always going on. So part of this deal that was supposed to be a peace deal was the Oslo Accords, was we would give money to Palestine, which we did, but in turn what he did continued to just terrorize Israel. So I'm just showing do you see how it's alphabetized? So I'm only showing up to H. This is just Israel. Just suicide bombings, bus bombings, or mall bombings. The list is endless. That's the part the Nazi networks don't tell you. Mall bombings. Look, night of pitchforks. You know how many times these people, these animals, these monsters kill the Jewish children? I mean, there would never. I mean, the list is like endless. That's why I said what they live under there. That's the reason their military is top notch, because they are under constant threat. It's why they have an Iron Dome. 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 goes all the way up to present day. Constant, everyday thing. Yeah. Ever since they were there. So nobody wants them. Do people understand that? Germany didn't want, nobody wanted them. You can make excuses and say, well, that's their fault. No, that's a heartless person, okay? It's you just wanting to blame them for everything. Okay, look at, even going to 1953, see it 53, 54, 56, 74, 75, 90. On and on and on and on and on. And then when Yasser Arafat dies, you still got Hamas, because it's the web of terrorism. This was a hotel bombing, I think 60s or 70s. Yeah, these are Palestinian kids that are raised. Okay, this is what Hamas and PLO does. Raises them to hate the Jews so much so that then they'll strap bombs to themselves because they tell them that they're going to be heroes. So if you think that keep not getting rid of Hamas is helping the Palestinians, think again. Bus bombing. This is what I saw in the early 2000s a lot, was the bus bombings. That's why the Jews had given up a lot of the Gaza Strip, because they thought it would at least bring peace. But every time they give up land, they still keep trying to kill them, okay? So it's not about an occupation. It's about wanting to kill an entire group of people.